Shri Gurubhyo Namaha, children. Welcome to our online teaching academy, Ekalaiva. Today we are going to continue with 10th Science, Electricity, and the topic we are going to learn today is System of Resistors. Now, last class we were discussing about the resistance of a conductor, how it affects the current through a circuit. Now today we are going to talk about the same circuit which involves more number of resistors. Now till in our last class we were restricting ourselves with only one resistor. But today we are going to discuss on more resistors and how these resistors are combined. Now there are two ways of combining these system of resistors. Now one way is the resistors that are connected in series, and the second way is the resistors connected in parallel. So when resistors connected in series and parallel, we are going to discuss about what will be the effective resistance in such conditions. So let us start with resistors connected in series. Now a series connection. So what does a series connection means? A series connection connects the components one after the other. Now look at this diagram, children. Here I have connected three resistors and all the three resistors are connected one after the other and they form what is called as a single loop. And the current will pass through this loop. Okay, and if any one circuit is interrupted, what happens? Now the current will be passing through this. If any one circuit is not okay, the current will not pass through the entire circuit. Okay, so this is a disadvantage of series connection, but still we'll see what it is there. Now what happens to the current and what will be the effective resistance when such system of resistors are connected in series? That is what we are going to discuss. Okay, now these series circuits are commonly used in flashlights. Okay, so what happens to the effective resistance? That is what we are going to discuss today. Okay, so let me explain you the diagram. There are three resistors. Now the resistance of the first resistor is R1, the resistance of the second resistor is R2 and the third resistor it is R3. Okay, so the current that is flowing through this circuit is I. Okay, the current is common to all the three resistors, right? And the potential difference across these resistors are taken to be V1. So let V1 be the potential difference across R1, then V2 be the potential difference across R2 and V3 be the potential difference across R3. So according to Ohm's law, I will write V1 as I into R1. Let me take this as equation 1 because as I told you, in a series circuit, current remains the same. Okay. Now the potential difference across R2 is given as V2, which is given as I into R2, which is my equation 2. Similarly, V3 is equal to I into R3. This is my equation 3. Okay, now all these equations are based on Ohm's law. V is equal to I into R. Okay, ma? Is it clear? Right. Now, what will be the sum of the potential differences? Sum of the potential differences across the ends of resistor, across the ends of each resistor. So it is given as, so what will be the sum of sum of the potential difference? I can write V as V1 plus V2 plus V3. So this will be, so total potential difference will be the sum of the individual potential differences across the each resistor. Now I have the values for this V1, V2, V3. So I'm going to substitute these values in this equation. So this equation now becomes, instead of V1, I substitute I into R1 plus I into R2 plus I into R3. Okay, ma? Now I am going to determine what is the aim is, I need to determine what will be the effective resistance. Now here in this diagram, all the three resistors are connected in series, right? Now what will be the effective resistance? So in that case, if I replace the resistors by a single resistor, so that the current flows through the circuit, then I can determine what will be the effective resistance of the series combination. So in that case, I will have the effective combination can be given. So in that case, the potential difference will be V is equal to I into Rs. Now Rs is nothing but the effective resistance when I combine all the three resistors. All the three resistors combined together will give the total resistance Rs, and the potential for that is given as V is equal to I into Rs. Now this is my fourth equation. Now what I am going to do is, I am going to substitute the value of V in this equation, right? So substitute. So now this equation will become I into Rs. On the right side, as usual, I have IR1 plus IR2 plus IR3. So all the I gets cancelled here now. So here is the formula to find out the effective resistance, R1 plus R2 plus R3. So this is the formula to find out the effective resistance. Okay, so the effective resistance will be the sum of the resistance of the individual value of resistors, right? Suppose now this diagram, now let me write it, the effective resistance will be the effective resistance, it is nothing but Rs, is equal to the sum of the resistances of the individual resistors. Okay, is it clear? Now this I have restricted myself with only 3 resistors. Now here I have connected only 3 resistors, but it may be more than 3 resistors. Suppose let us consider if there are n number of resistors. So if there are n number of resistors, then what will be the effective resistance? So if there are n number of resistors, then what will be the formula? The effective resistance will be N times into R. So this is the formula. So this is about, and one more thing I wanted to tell you, the equivalent resistance in a series. Now this value of Rs, now this is called as equivalent resistor. Equivalent resistance will be, the value of this equivalent resistance will be greater than the greatest of the individual resistance. Now let me write that equivalent resistance. Now equivalent resistance in a series combination, is greater than the highest of the individual resistances. Now this I will prove with an example. Now let me take this formula itself. Rs equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. Now let me give the value of R1 as 1 ohm, R2 as 2 ohm and R3 as 3 ohm. Okay. Now what will be the effective resistance here? The effective resistance will be the sum of all those three, right? So it is 1 plus 2 plus 3. So what is the effective value here? It is 6 ohm. Okay, ma? So RS will be 6 ohm. Now look at the sentence. Definitely the effective resistance. Now which is, now in these three values, let us take the value of R1, 1 ohm, R2, 2 ohm, R3, 3 ohm. So which has got the greatest value here? 3. Okay. The effective resistance will be having a value which is higher than the individual value. Now this is greater among these three resistors. Now the resistance will be much more greater than the individual. Look at this sentence again. Equivalent resistance in a series combination is greater than the highest. Which is the highest of the individual resistors? This is the highest. Okay, that effective resistance will be definitely higher than the individual resistance. Hope you are able to understand. Hope it is very clear for you, right? Now next we are moving on to resistors in parallel. Now look at this diagram, children. Now here I have connected the diagram. Now here I have 3 more resistors, but this time all the 3 resistors are connected in parallel. So if the resistors are going to be connected in parallel, they will have different values of current, because this resistor may be a fan, this resistor may be a electric geyser, this resistor may be a iron box. Now each require different current. The current will not be the same in this case. So current value will be different, but the potential will remain the same. That is why all these three are connected in parallel, and that is connected to a voltmeter. Now as far as this circuit is concerned, the potential difference remains the same, but in the previous circuit we saw potential difference was varying, current was remaining the same. Okay, but in parallel connection, current remains different and potential difference remains the same. Now I allow current to pass through the circuit. Now at this point the current breaks. Now here the current is distributed among these three resistors, and we will find out what is the effective value of resistance in such type of connections. So to start with, again I will use Ohm's law. I is equal to V by R. Okay, ma? Now with respect to the first resistor, the current value will be I1 equal to V by R1. This is my first equation. Similarly, I2 is equal to V by R2. Second equation. And I3 is equal to V by R3, which is my third equation. Right? So what is the total current that is flowing through the circuit? That can be given as I is equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3. Now substitute the values. I is equal to, for I1 I will substitute V by R1, for I2 I will substitute V by R2, and for I3 I substitute V by R3. Okay. Now what will be the effective resistance? Let us take that RP be the effective resistance. Okay, effective resistance in parallel. Okay, ma, we took RS for series, so RP for parallel. So in that case, I is equal to, total current will be I is equal to V by RP, I will write. Okay, ma, so substitute I is equal to V by RP in this equation. So I will have V by RP equal to V by R1 plus V by R2 plus V by R3. So here all the V's in the numerator, they get cancelled, right? So here is the equation for the resistors connected in parallel, which is given as 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. The reciprocal of the effective resistance. See, RP is coming in the denominator. Okay. So, the reciprocal of the effective resistance in parallel, the effective resistance in parallel is equal to the sum of the reciprocal of the individual resistors. Is it clear? Is it clear, children? So if there are n number of resistors, now suppose now here again we have restricted ourselves to only 3 resistors. Suppose if there are n number of resistors, then I have Rp is equal to R by N. If you have n number of resistors. Now these formulas are helpful to solve the numericals. So please be very, very clear on these formulas. When resistors are connected in series, what is the formula? When resistors are connected in parallel, what is the formula? If there are n number of resistors in series, then you should remember the formula for that. And if n number of resistors are connected in parallel, this is the formula, right? Okay. Now, one more point I should discuss is the equivalent resistance. The equivalent resistance in a parallel combination. In a parallel combination is lesser than the lowest of the individual resistances. Okay. Now once again I'll prove this. How am I going to prove this? Again I will take the same value. R1 is equal to 1 ohm. R2 is equal to 2 ohm. R3 is equal to 3 ohm. Substitute. So what is 1 by Rp now? 1 by Rp is equal to 1 by 1 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3. So the LCM will be 6. So I have 6 plus 3 plus 2, which is 11 by 6. Now look at the simplification, children. It is 1 by Rp is equal to 11 by 6. But I want the value of what? Rp, resistors connected in parallel. So the ulta of it is 6 by 11. Now 6 by 11 is, of course you have, now this will be 0.5. Am I right? Yes, 6 by 11 in the sense you will have approximate value I am writing. So it is 0.5. Now I am going to compare this value. Now this is 0.5 ohm, right? Okay. Now this value is going to be compared with the individual values of the resistance. Now here, this is 1 ohm, R2 is 2 ohm and R3 is 3 ohm. Look at the resultant. The resultant is 0.5. So the resultant will be lesser than the least. Which is the least value here? The least value is 1 ohm. The resultant will be definitely lesser than the least value here. Look at the sentence. The equivalent resistance in a parallel combination is less than the lowest of the individual resistance. So this is about resistors connected in series and parallel. You have a small topic. Look at this. Now you should be very, very clear about the previous topics. Only then you will be able to understand here. Now look at the heading, series connection of parallel resistors. Now listen. Now I have 4 resistors here. Now here R1 and R2 are in parallel. Similarly, R3 and R4 are in parallel. So in order to find out the effective resistance of this, first what should I do? First I should find out what is this connection. Okay, now what is the effective resistance of this parallel connection? Now let me write this effective resistance as 1 by Rp1. Okay, so what will be the effective resistance of this parallel connection? Now this will be 1 by Rp1 is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. Similarly, I need to find out the effective resistance of this parallel connection, which is given as 1 by Rp2, which is the combination of 1 by R3 plus 1 by R4. Okay, ma? Now this is the effective resistance. The effective resistance is 1 by Rp1, children. Here the effective resistance is 1 by Rp2. Now these two combination are connected in series. Now when I just redraw this, how will be my circuit? Now this is how the circuit will be. Okay, minus plus minus. Okay, so this will be my 1 by Rp1 and this will be my 1 by Rp2. So these are connected in series. So the total resistance will be equal to Rp1 plus Rp2. Is it clear? So these types of circuits will be there to solve. Okay, this type of circuits are given as problems for you. So you should be very clear as how to first find out the combination. Now as far as this circuit is concerned, first you need to find out the effective parallel connection, parallel resistance you should find out, and these two are connected in series. Then you apply series circuit formula to find out the total resistance. So this is about series connection of parallel resistors. There is one more type, parallel connection of series resistors. Look at this diagram, children. Now here again this R1, R2, they are connected in series. R3 and R4 are connected in series. Then these two network are connected in parallel. Now if I redraw this diagram, how will I draw? Now I will have a circuit like this. This is how the circuit goes when I combine. Okay, now here, now let me write this as S1 and this will be RS2. Now find out the effective resistance for R1 and R2. R1 and R2 effective resistance in series is RS1, which is combination of R1 plus R2, children. Then the second one, effective resistance RS2 is the combination of R3 and R4. Now this effective combination is in parallel. Okay ma? So what will be the total resistance now? The total resistance will be 1 by R total, which is parallel connection formula. Now this is equal to 1 by RS1 plus 1 by RS2. Okay, is it clear? So this is the formula for parallel connection of series combination, and this is the formula for series connection of parallel resistors. Okay, so these type of formulas are used to solve numericals. Please be very clear in understanding the concept. Apply the formula to solve the numericals, children. Okay, we will be meeting you for the next class. To receive our online lessons, please press the subscribe button and you will receive the latest updates. Thank you, children.